A vehicle pulls out in front of you at a junction. What should you do? Slow down and be ready to stop. At which type of crossing are cyclists allowed to ride across with pedestrians? Toucan. You are waiting in a traffic queue at night. How can you avoid dazzling drivers behind you? Use the parking brake only. You are being followed by an ambulance showing flashing blue lights. What should you do? Pull over as soon as it's safe to do so. You are driving at night on an unlit road following another vehicle. What should you do? Use tipped headlights. You wish to turn right ahead. Why should you take up the correct position in good time? To help other road users know what you intend to do. You are in a one-way street and want to turn right. There are 2 lanes. Where should you position your vehicle? In the right-hand lane. You are in a line of traffic. The driver behind you is following you very closely. What action should you take? Slow down, gradually increasing the gap between you and the vehicle in front. In which conditions should you leave at least a 2-second gap between your vehicle and the one in front? Good. What can a loose filler cap on your diesel fuel tank cause? It can make the road slippery for other road users. What does tailgating mean? Following another vehicle too closely. You are driving at the legal speed limit. A vehicle comes up quickly behind you, flashing its headlights. What should you do? Allow the vehicle to overtake. The conditions are good and dry. When should you use the 2-second rule? When checking your gap from the vehicle in front. What style of driving causes increased risk to everyone? Competitive. When should you flash your headlights at other road users? When letting them know that you are there. You are driving behind a large goods vehicle. What should you do if it signals left but stays to the right? Slow down and let the vehicle turn. Why should you never wave people across at pedestrian crossings? Another vehicle may be coming. You are driving a slow-moving vehicle on a narrow, winding road. What should you do? Pull in when you can to let following vehicles overtake. What's the minimum time gap you should leave when following a vehicle on a wet road? 4 seconds. You are approaching a red light at a puffin crossing. Pedestrians are on the crossing. When will the red light change? When the pedestrians have cleared the crossings. What type of emergency vehicle is fitted with a green flashing beacon? Doctor's car. You are approaching an unmarked crossroads. How should you deal with this type of junction? Slow down and look both ways. Which vehicle will use blue flashing beacon? Bomb disposal. At a puffin crossing, which color follows the green signal? Steady amber. What should you use your horn for? alert others to your presence. You are driving on a clear night. There's a steady stream of oncoming traffic. The national speed limit applies. Which lights should you use? Tipped headlights. After refueling your vehicle, what should you do to avoid spillage? Check that your filler cap is securely fastened. What should you do when a person herding sheep asks you to stop? Stop and switch off your engine. At a pelican crossing, what must you do when amber light is flashing? Give way to pedestrians already on the crossing. A long, heavily laden lorry is taking a long time to overtake you. What should you do? Slow down. There's a bus lane on your left. The signs show no times of operation. What does this mean? The lane is in operation 24 hours a day. You are driving in a traffic at the speed limit of the road. What should you do if the driver behind is trying to overtake? Keep a steady course and allow the driver behind to overtake. What should you do when you are overtaking a horse and rider? Go past slowly and carefully. On a road where trams operate, which of these vehicles will be most at risk from the tram rails? Cycles. You are approaching a zebra crossing. Pedestrians are waiting to cross. What should you do? Slow down and prepare to stop. Who should obey diamond-shaped traffic signs? Tram drivers. Why is it unwise to follow this vehicle too closely? Your view ahead will be reduced. You are driving along this road. The red van cuts in close in front of you. What should you do? Drop back to leave the correct separation distance. Which instrument panel warning light would show that headlights are on full beam? Blue color, headlights icon.